Hello everyone! Today we're setting up a quarantine tank to keep our fish healthy and disease-free. If you're thinking about setting one up too, this video will show you how. This kit comes with a nice little filter cartridge, which contains 2 sponges and some carbon and zeolite. The LED light is also pretty nice, and you can easily turn it on, off, or dim it by touching and holding the touch button on top. Now, this kit comes without a thermometer, but you could buy it separate, and the Superfish thermometer would fit nicely inside the filter. But in our case, the Superfish thermometer was not available, so we decided to buy another one at a decent price and hope that it would fit. It did not. We wanted to go for a very simple design to be able to watch the fish closely. It's important to see if they have any parasites, which is why we didn't add any substrate in the tank. We only used an elderly stone and a honeycomb dragonwood. It's also important to secure the wood and the stone in the tank, so we used some toilet paper and the liquid adhesive for aquascaping. When placing the wood and stone back into the tank, always lift it by the stone, not the wood. We decided to get some tissue culture Christmas moss from Tropica. These are lab-grown plants that come in a sealed cup with a nutrient-rich gel, instead of being potted in rock wool. And the gel comes off very easily. You can simply place the plant in a bowl with some warm water and it will come right off. The great thing about tissue culture plants is that they're completely free from pests, algae or snails. They're also easy to add to your tank. You just glue them to a piece of wood and you're all set. Since we want tannins in this tank, we need to remove the carbon from the filter cartridge. Carbon would take out the tannins of the water, and we want to keep them. I'll explain a bit more what tannins are and why we want them when I prepare the botanicals. Instead of carbon, we're adding ceramic media to the filter. Ceramic media is great because it has a lot of tiny pores where beneficial bacteria can grow. And the beneficial bacteria helps break down waste and keep the water clean, making the tank healthier for the fish. To fill up the tank, we use the bucket and the small filter from an old aquarium kit. We added salvinia, which is a floating plant, to the quarantine tank because it helps improve water quality. Floating plants absorb excess nutrients, like nitrates, which can build up from fish waste and uneaten food. Salvinia also provides shade and cover for the fish, which makes them feel secure. We kept the quarantine tank simple since it's only a temporary home for the fish. We just glued an Anubias plant to a pebble and placed it in the tank. We swapped out the ceramic media we initially added in the filter with media from an already established tank. This will help speed up the cycling process by bringing in beneficial bacteria right away. We bought some botanicals to add tannins to the tank. I think these are catappa leaves, and we also bought some alder cones. Both of these release beneficial tannins, lower pH, and provide antimicrobial properties that help prevent fungal and bacterial infections. Before adding the botanicals to the tank, we're going to boil them. Boiling helps release the tannins faster, removes any dirt or contaminants, and it also makes the botanicals sink quicker. We wanted to pour some of the tannin-rich water into our quarantine tank. This helps mimic natural conditions. It reduces stress for new fish and has antibacterial properties that can help prevent infections. The cloudiness that you see in the tank is completely normal for a tank during cycling, and this is caused by a bacterial bloom. Since we added the tannin water, this increased the nutrients, which caused bacterial growth. This is temporary and should clear up on its own in a few days, maybe a week. But in our case, we decided to do a little water change because the tint of the water was a bit too strong.